The human warship Erebus drifted through the ruins of the Arcanes Nebula, its hull scarred from plasma burns and meteor dust. Inside, silence ruled the command deck except for the rhythmic hum of the life support system. Commander Elias Kane stared at the holodisplay, a shimmering blue projection of the galaxy sector, and at the blinking red marker moving closer to the ship's orbit. Unidentified vessel approaching. No ID signature. "It's not human tech," said Lieutenant Mora, her voice cracking slightly. Elias leaned forward. "Lock onto it. Prepare boarding teams." The war had been raging for 7 years. Humanity versus the Velar Dominion, a civilization of crystalline-skinned aliens capable of telepathic communication and light-based weaponry. Elias had lost his brother in their first encounter. Since then, mercy wasn't something he believed in. The unidentified craft looked nothing like a Velar fighter. It was smaller, elegant, more like a silver petal gliding through darkness. When it finally docked with Erebus, Elias expected an ambush. Instead, he found a single life form, motionless, collapsed near the airlock. The figure was humanoid, tall and slender, with skin that shimmered faintly like translucent sapphire. Veins of light pulsed beneath her surface as though her body carried electricity instead of blood. Her eyes, though closed, glowed faintly beneath her lids. A Valerian, but not just any. The patterns on her armor were ceremonial, royal insignia. "Sir," Mora whispered. "That's not a soldier. That's the Queen." Elias froze. The Velar Queen, ruler of the Dominion, commander of millions. Here, unconscious aboard his ship? Impossible. He ordered her restrained and taken to the medical bay. Every soldier on board watched in wary silence. But as Elias stood over her, the most hated being in the galaxy, he couldn't help but notice her fragility. She wasn't what he expected. Her breathing was faint, shallow, almost human. "She's dying," said Dr. Halden. "Severe energy loss. Whatever powers her physiology, it's fading fast." Elias clenched his jaw. "Then let her die." But when the doctor turned away, something made him stop. For reasons he couldn't name, he ordered, "Keep her alive. I want her conscious when she answers for what she's done." The conversation. Hours passed. The Queen lay restrained on the medbed, silver restraints glowing softly against her wrists. Elias sat nearby, studying her. When she stirred, the air around her shimmered, faint threads of light rising from her skin like smoke. Her eyes opened, 2 stars of molten violet, piercing and calm. "You." Her voice was soft but carried weight, each word echoing faintly, almost musical. "A human, Commander." Elias rose. "You know who I am. I know your face. It was shown to me in visions of battle. You led the destruction of Valara Prime. Your soldiers attacked us first," he said coldly. "Your empire burned colonies, children without mercy." Her expression didn't change. "Mercy is a concept of the weak. Yet here I am, alive because you chose to spare me. Why?" Elias didn't answer. She tilted her head. "You think you hate me, but hatred requires understanding. You humans fight shadows you cannot see." He frowned. "Save your riddles. I want to know why you're here. Why abandon your fleet? Why let yourself be captured?" The Queen's gaze drifted to the ceiling, as though looking beyond the ship's steel walls. "My people are dying, Commander Kane. Our world, our sun, is collapsing. We came to your system seeking energy, not conquest. Your kind attacked before we could speak." "That's a lie," he said. "You wiped out 3 colonies." Her eyes flickered with pain. "Those deaths were not my will. My generals acted without consent. By the time I intervened, blood had already sealed our fate. She fell silent for a moment, then whispered, "Tell me, Commander, when you dream of victory, what do you see?" Elias hesitated. The question felt like it cut into his chest. An end. A galaxy where we don't have to bury our dead every week. "And yet," she murmured, "you carry the same sorrow I do. Two species, each pretending we can cleanse pain through fire." There was something in her voice, a deep, exhausted honesty. He realized suddenly how young she seemed, barely older than he was. A queen forged by war she didn't start. "Why tell me this?" Elias asked. "You expect me to pity you?" "No," she said softly. "I expect you to listen." The lights flickered. Systems strained. Somewhere in the ship, a warning klaxon echoed. Dr. Holden's voice came over the intercom. "Commander, the energy drain, it's coming from her. She's pulling power from the ship." Elias drew his pistol. "Stop it." The queen looked at him, pain shadowing her face. "I can't control it. My body. It's trying to sustain itself. But without the heart, I will die." "The what?" "The heart of Valera. A crystal core that binds my life to my world. It was destroyed when your fleet bombarded our capital." Elias lowered the gun slowly. "Then you came here to die." She looked at him and her expression softened, the faintest, almost human smile. "No, Commander. I came here to speak before I die. To tell a truth no human was ever meant to hear. The confession." The queen's voice grew weaker, but her words grew heavier. "Your kind believes we are gods, that we command light, bend space, wield infinite power. But the truth is," he paused, trembling, "our strength is borrowed. The Velar were not born, we were made." Elias frowned. "Made? By who?" "By humans." The words hung in the air like a shockwave. "That's impossible," he said. "Humanity only reached the stars 2 centuries ago." She closed her eyes. 2 centuries to you. But to us, it was eons. Time flows differently in the cradle of light. Your ancestors, explorers from a forgotten age, created us to terraform dying worlds. They infused us with light energy to awaken suns. But we evolved and forgot our makers. Her gaze fixed on him. "You are not our enemy, Elias. You are our origin." He felt his knees weaken. His mind raced. If what she said was true, the war was a tragedy of amnesia. A conflict between creator and creation. "I don't believe you," he said finally. "There's no record." "Because it was erased," she interrupted softly. "Your history purged the era before the Great Collapse. Our archives hold fragments, coordinates, genetic imprints. Your DNA carries the same luminous code as ours. You are our lost kin." Silence fell between them, heavy as gravity. He stared at her, searching for deceit, but saw only sorrow. "So," he said finally, "you came here to tell me we're family?" "More than that," she whispered. "To warn you. The collapse that consumed my world is coming for yours. The same energy core that birthed us now burns out of balance. You will face the same extinction unless..." She struggled to breathe. "Unless you learn from us." Elias's voice softened. "What can we do?" Her hand twitched against the restraints. He hesitated, then released them. She looked at him, surprised. "You trust me?" she asked weakly. "No," he said. "But I need answers." Her fingers glowed faintly as she reached out and touched the side of his face. A surge of warmth flooded through him. Not pain, not pleasure, but an overwhelming rush of memory. Visions burned in his mind. Vast star forges, human scientists cloaked in radiant suits, crystalline beings being born from human hands. He saw wars, suns igniting, galaxies reshaped.